So, I was trying to come up with a good video idea for you guys. So I decided on designer fragrances that are really close to niche quality, but still have a designer price tag. Meaning, in my book, $40 and down, so to speak. So if you want to know what 7 or 8 fragrances I found in my collection that can be had on the low, they give you a nice quality niche style feel or smell, but you can pick up for a little of nothing, meet me on the other side of this intro and we're going to talk about them. I'll see you in just a second. What's going on, everybody? That's right, it is your boy Trey Sense. And listen, we got a little bit of a video for you today, a little bit of a discussion. You know how we do it here on the channel, but before we get into it, something I need from you. I need you to like this video if you like it. I need you to share this video if you like it. And if you like the contents and goings on here on this channel, then what I need you to do is sub. And then after you sub, I need you to hit the icon bell so that every time I upload a video, you're notified and you can come by and check it out and see what I'm talking about. Okay, that's that. Now that we've got that out of the way, let's get into it. I found 7 or 8 fragrances in my collection that I think honestly offer you really, sound like Manny, really? Yes, Manny, you're gonna have to live that. That's gonna take a while for you to live down the reallys. But anyway, niche quality fragrances on a designer budget. These are all pretty good fragrances. None of them are overly expensive, nor are they hard to find. Now, one of these, and it's an honorable mention because I have 2, 4, 6, 8. But one of them is an honorable mention because I'm not quite sure of the price. So we're gonna list 7. But there's one honorable mention making 8. I'll get the one that I'm not really sure of the price or where the price is on it, because I looked it up a couple of times. One website had it as out of stock. I can't remember if it was Fragrance Net or Fragrance X. One of them had it as out of stock, and the other one had it in a 3.4 ounce bottle for $70. I don't have a 3.4 ounce bottle. I have a 1.7, a 50 ml. So I'm not quite sure on where the price falls on this one. So I just decided to list it as an honorable mention. Nonetheless, it is a beautiful fragrance. It does smell really, really good, really high quality. And it is from the house of Carolina Herrera. And it is VIP Black. Now this one is one of those very modern fragrances, very sexy, very playful, and of course you got that nice magnetic cap. Oh man, just a twinge of alcohol there in the opening, but if you let that die down for just a second, this turns into a very nice, romantic, sweet, sexy fragrance. Now black on this one to me is a little bit misleading because it's not a dark fragrance at all. Maybe they just didn't want to call it night, so they went with black instead, because it is the type of fragrance that I would wear definitely on a date in the fall of the year. I'm trying to think if I would wear it in one of the warmer months, possibly. But yeah, I would. But it's just one of those fragrances that has this little something extra about it. It doesn't smell like your average run-of-the-mill designer fragrance. Very sweet, very playful, a little bit fruity, but at the same time, very masculine, warm, inviting. It's just one of those fragrances that says, hey, come and cuddle, is what it says. I like it. I like it a lot. Carolina Herrera VIP black. The one honorable mention. Now let's get into the list. This next one is from the house of Cartier, and it is Portia de Cartier. And this is one that's going to be right on the fringe of that $40 mark. Now, I'm going by the prices that I paid, okay? That's what oh man. Whew. Masculine, powerhouse, old school type of fragrance. Yes, that smells good. Very no nonsense. It reminds me of something that a lot of the new perfumers are releasing today. Like when we went to the scent room, I can't think of the name, but his name was Ricardo. I can't think of the name of his fragrance line. One of the first fragrances that I smelled from his line was I can't even think of the name of the fragrance. You have to forgive me. But it was a very earthy, woody, mossy. It smelled like being outside in the South. For those of you who live in the South and there's a lot of trees and greenage around you, you know that smell that you get in the spring and the summertime when it's rained all day, and then the last little bit of sun comes out before sunset and things heat up again, and you got the smell of the wet, damp leaves and the wet, damp trees and the asphalt and the concrete just mixing together, making this very unique outside sort of just unique smell. Okay, that's what this sort of reminds me of too. It reminds me of a fragrance that would be released by Amouage, so to speak. It's just not your average, everyday, run-of-the-mill designer fragrance. And I paid, I think it was $33 for this on Mercari. $33. And again, I do suggest Mercari as a way to get some fragrances. I really do. I think it's a safe place to buy. If you have a problem with Mercari, you can dispute it and they will work with you. You know, they will normally take it out of the seller's end, whatever it is, but they will work with you to make sure you're satisfied. But my advice to you, before you buy anything from Mercari, ask questions, because you can message. So ask them plenty of questions, and by all means read as many reviews on that seller as you can. So you don't want to buy something from a seller that has one sale. I mean, I know at one time we all had one, because I've sold many things on Mercari as well. The one time I had one sale. So I understand that. But if you're concerned about it being a fake or a knockoff or counterfeit or just not what it's supposed to be, then try to find a seller that has a pretty good reputation, multiple sales, and even one that deals in fragrances, because you have a lot of people on those sites that honestly just are on there to sell fragrances. So nonetheless, nice niche quality, niche style fragrance for designer prices, for designer price. Portia de Cartier, and I paid $33, and that was with tax, shipping, and everything. And I'm trying to remember if I got the box with it. I don't think I did, but nonetheless, you see where the levels are on it. You can't hardly beat that price. So if you're looking to add a nice masculine type of fragrance that will go perfect for this time of the year, that's got some punch, some oomph, but it's different from a lot of other designer fragrances, definitely look into adding Portia. Great little scent right there. And I'm gonna sit this right here, and I'm gonna pick up another one. This one is from a house. I've talked about this house many times. I have several fragrances from this house. And it's a house I really enjoy. It's a house I like. They make fragrances as low as $12 to $15 for 50 mils. The house, I'll go ahead and tell you, is Dunhill. Another one from this house that gives you really niche quality, a really niche quality scent, but not the best projection and longevity, is Dunhill Desire Red Extreme. That's a good one. Very masculine, very powerful, potent. I had that one and traded it for, I think I traded it for Ralph Lauren Safari. Yeah, I did. But the fragrance I'm talking about today is this one. It is Dunhill Century Blue. And this one is just a nice blue fragrance with for the $25 that you're going to pay for this fragrance, you get a really nice, sophisticated, cool, blue type of scent. It really does smell good. It's an easy to wear fragrance. It's not one that you're going to overthink. It's just one that you're going to grab and spray and go. But it is one, in my opinion, to my nose, the minute that you smell it, you're going to smell a little bit better quality than just your average run-of-the-mill cheap fragrance, inexpensive fragrance. You're going to smell a little bit higher quality, in my opinion, especially for that $24 or $25 price point. And it's one that I think can be worn in all seasons. Would I wear this on a date? Depending on the situation. First date, no, I wouldn't. If it was somebody that I was dating on a regular basis, yes, then I would pull it out and wear it. Office friendly, yes. Work friendly, yes. Gym scent, not necessarily. Casual, laid back, hanging out with the fellas, yes. But it just has this little something extra about it, and it's different. It's not your typical blue type of scent. It's not your typical ISOE Super or Ambroxan type of bomb. It's just a unique smelling fragrance. And for the $24 that I paid for this, as Mike Tyson would say, I'm ecstatic. Love it. It just smells good. It just smells good. I mean, this is one I would wear with blue jeans and a t-shirt, something like what I got on now, or a polo or a button up. I mean, it's just a very versatile fragrance, and it does have a very, very nice scent profile. Definitely more than your basic, average, everyday, run-of-the-mill, $25 low-end designer fragrance. I personally think this one has some niche appeal to it, especially for the $25 that I paid for it. Decent projection, decent, oh, this smells good. Decent projection, decent longevity. And if I haven't explained before, my ideal of a niche fragrance, example, I don't want a niche fragrance that smells like a designer fragrance. I want niche fragrances that smell different, that are challenging, that are borderline, that are just in a different lane. I don't want a niche fragrance to smell like a really good designer, because to me, if I want that, then I'll just pay $100 and get some Dior or some Chanel or something along those lines, or some Acqua di Gio or some Victor and Rolf. I'll pay that price, you know, because I can get those fragrances between 80 and 100 bucks most of the time, and you know, keep it there. If I want niche, I want it to be different, like red tobacco, you know, or black to black or something like that, a nice oudi fragrance. But then again, one I could have included in this list if the price range had been a little bit different, would have been Gucci Guilty Absolute. That is definitely a niche quality fragrance for designer prices. The problem is it's about $65 to $70, which is still not bad. But that puts you in the range of a Mancera fragrances, and Mancera fragrances are really good. Mancera and Montal. I definitely recommend those two houses, which is their sister companies. I think Montal is the parent company to Mancera. So yeah, but nonetheless, good fragrances. But Gucci Guilty Absolute is easily one that could have made this list had the price point been a little bit higher, but I wanted to keep it at a really good designer price point. Okay, that's 3. This next one I have not had very long, but everybody that has smelled this fragrance has been wowed by it. And it is from the house of Abercrombie and Fitch. And it is Authentic Night. You know, I forget the name of fragrances sometimes, and I can't see without my welding glasses. This fragrance, just get it. I mean, listen to me now, believe me later on. Just pick this fragrance up if you see it, order it. Oh my goodness. I don't even have to stick that up to my nose. I can smell it from here. This fragrance, to me, is just amazing. I mean, it's just an amazing, amazing fragrance. It is sexy, it is inviting, it is different, and that's what makes it niche quality. Baccarat Rouge 540, Fierce, and Percival all rolled into one nice little, very well designed, very nice looking bottle. Everything about this fragrance says niche, and everything about it I like, from the magnetic cap to the way they did the little felt right here with the writing on it. I mean, it's just beautiful. The gradientness on the bottle where it changed. I mean, it's just a great. Now, I paid $35 for it, and honestly, this fragrance smells like one that would cost anywhere from $100 to $150 to me. Again, I let JP and Manny smell it, and at first they weren't, just floored by it. They thought, that smells good. But the more they smelled it, it was like, Trey, let me see that bottle. And they wanted to play with it and smell it and got it on skin. And the more it does, the more it stays on your skin and the more movement that it does. And it comes alive. It really comes alive, or it settles down, or it smooths out. But the first time I smelled it, I was like, wow. And this is one of those times I was talking to Julie, and I had actually left the store because I was getting ready for my trip to Texas. So I had to go get my oil changed in my car and make sure my tires was rotating, all that for the road. So I had left to go get all of that done. And I had sent her a picture of it and said, hey, have you ever seen this? And of course she looked it up and was like, no, there was two. There was Authentic and Authentic Night. She was like, I don't think you would want the Authentic, but the Authentic Nights is one I think you should get. You should get it. So I went back, got it, went to the car, opened it, smelled it, and instantly went back and bought the other one that they had sitting on the shelf. So I bought both that day because it smelled that good to me. The other one was a Christmas gift. But nonetheless, this is a more masculine version of Baccarat Rouge 540. That's the best way to sum it up. If you like Bach 540 and you think it's too sweet or a little bit too feminine, because I think that's a unisex fragrance, and I know a lot of women wear that one. This one is just a little bit more masculine and a little bit more wearable, and a lot cheaper. I can't encourage you enough to try to find this fragrance. My fear is it's either going to be discontinued because it's already hitting the discounters. So it's either going to be discontinued, it's already been discontinued, our supplies are going to dry up, or it's going to become super popular and then the price is going to skyrocket. So my advice to you is check your Burlingtons, your Rosses, your Burke's outlet, which is where I found mine, Bell's in some states. Just look around for it and try to find it online. I know Manny said he saw it at Burlington for $24. I paid $34 and honestly would have paid $64. It smells that good. It really does. Nice smelling fragrance, and that's Abercrombie and Fitch Authentic Nights. Very sexy, masculine, playful. Just a all year, all around, any occasion type of fragrance. I can't think of an occasion not to wear that fragrance, and I can't think of a season not to wear it. It's that good. It really is. This next one is one that I got over the Christmas holidays. It's one of my mini Christmas presents. And it is from the house of Lalique, of course. From the line of Ancre Noir. And it is L'Extreme. Now, there's that Porsche right there. What is that spray right there? That's the black. That's the blue. Man, I'm smelling so good up in here. I got black, blue, night. Got it all on. I'm gonna find a little spot to spray this one now. As I just said, that I like my niche fragrances to be different, daring, bold, in their own lane, just not designer. The problem with designer fragrances is very simple. Everybody's following the same cookie cutter mold, just like they did with CK1 and then Aqua de Joe and all of those, because nobody sets out to make a fragrance that's not going to sell, first of all, and that's not going to be mass appealing. That's just the way that it is. Every now and then you have a company like Dior make a Fahrenheit, which was not a mass appealing fragrance. It's a legend, but it wasn't mass appealing. Sauvage was very mass appealing, but I like what Dior has done with the flankers to Sauvage, the Parfum, the EDP, and the Elixir. Those are not, in my opinion, as mass appealing. Those are niche quality fragrances. Elixir has a niche price tag on it too, with that $160 for the two, the 60 ml, 2 ounce. I mean, that's expensive. Oh man. And this one falls right into that niche style of fragrance. Very well made, very high quality, as Lalique fragrances tend to be. Dark, rich, daring, just not your average run-of-the-mill fragrance. This is the complete opposite of mass appealing. In fact, a lot of you may not like this fragrance. But if you're one of those guys who want to stand out and you're looking for something different at a $30 to $40 price point, here you go, right here. Lalique Encre Noir L'Extreme. I like it. I really do. I really do. This is the type of fragrance that I'm coming into. I just think it does exactly what it's supposed to do. It smells good and I like it. I enjoy it. And you can pick that fragrance up for around the $30 mark. Maybe a little more, maybe a little less, depending on where you shop. Okay. Another one that I picked up as one of my many Christmas presents from Miss Julie. And I just did this fragrance in a video, but nonetheless, it fits this criteria, so I'm doing it again. From the house of Lacoste, it is La Homme Intense. And I really like this fragrance. And if you can't find the La Homme Intense, then get just the regular La Homme. They're so similar that, how can I word this? They're both equally as good for around the same price. I think this one may cost you a little bit more, but I know I got mine for like $28 and it was 100 ml. And from the minute that I've smelled that fragrance, I have been impressed with it. It just smells good. And this one is no exception. It smells good as well. Very nice smelling fragrance, very rich, but at the same time elegant. Kind of puts you in the mind of a low budget YSL's Tuxedo. Just a beautiful scent to me. Just a beautiful scent. Definitely one more for the spring and the summertime, but it is one that you definitely need to add to your collection. I'm telling you guys, listen to me now, believe me later on. This is a beautiful scent. You will smell beautiful, but at the same time masculine. It doesn't come across as if you're trying too hard. It is one I think you can actually be liberal with the sprays and get away with it. I love it. I love the Intense and I love the regular La Homme as well. They are both knockout fragrances at designer prices, and I think you get a niche quality scent with this bad boy. And I love it. I absolutely love it. Lacoste La Homme Intense. Got two more. Y'all want to turn a double play? Let me clear my sinuses up real quick with my little coffee. All right, I got two more. Let's get it. This one is one I picked up the other day, and it is no, it's not a flanker. It's actually the OG, and it is from the house of Bentley, and it is Bentley for Men. I so wanted to call it Intense because I'm looking at Intense right there. Now this one, oh man, I don't know which one I like better, the Intense or the regular Bentley for Men. I'm not sure. They both smell really good. The Intense is a little bit darker, a little bit richer, but it may come across as too harsh for a lot of people. If the Intense is too harsh, then try this and you will love it. This fragrance smells really good. It's not quite as strong as the Intense, but you're still going to get a good 2.5 hours, maybe 3 hours of projection out of this, and 7, 8, 9 hours of longevity. If you mess around and spray this on a shirt, a sweater, a hoodie, or something like that, you're gonna get all day long performance out of it. It's very sweet, very romantic. It has just a little bit of cleanliness that runs through the bottom of it along with the sweetness. Definitely a masculine fragrance, definitely well made. I overpaid a little bit for this fragrance. I did. I overpaid a little bit because you can pick this fragrance up all day long for $29 to $35 online. I paid, I think, $39 for it. So after tax, it's probably $43 or $44. But it was there. It was in hand. I wanted it, so I got it. Simple and plain. Did I pay a little bit too much for it? Yes. But by the time you add shipping and taxes to a $29 fragrances, you're going to be right at $40 anyway, unless you buy something extra to get the free shipping, which I don't like to do. So, but nonetheless, not that I don't like the free shipping, but I don't like to just get something just to get it. Now, if it's 2 or 3 fragrances I want, of course. But a lot of times when I order online, I'm just looking at one particular fragrance that I can't get anywhere else, and I'm just trying to get the fragrance as soon as I can. Normally, I do the express shipping. I won't mind in 2 to 3 days. So I'm always the express shipping guy. So free shipping does not appeal to me at all because I want it in my hand, you know, stuff like that. But nonetheless, this is a nice, masculine, sweet, easy to wear, less harsh version of the Intense. I like it. Oh man. It's tough. I don't know which one I like better. But nonetheless, for the price point that you pay for this, you're definitely getting a very potent, masculine, niche quality fragrance for designer prices. Bentley for men, not the Intense. And this last one is one that has made several of my videos since I got it. It was a birthday gift from Miss Julie as well. And I was floored with this fragrance from the time that I smelled it. I've had several people say, hey, I picked up that Trussardi and it smells good from the house of Trussardi. It is Reflecto. And this is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Honestly, it is a better version of Dolce & Gabbana, the one EDT. It is a better version of YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme. And that's the vibe that you get. I'm not saying that it's a direct clone of YSL's La Nuit de l'Homme or Dolce & Gabbana, the one. But I'm just saying, if you're looking for an inexpensive, but yet high quality, date night, fall, winter type of scent, you cannot go wrong with this fragrance. You cannot go wrong with this Trussardi Reflecto. It's just beautiful. This was the first fragrance that I let Manny and JP smell when we had a little adventure. It was my scent of the day. I got in the car, you know, after we exchanged our greetings or whatever, and I was like, okay, y'all gotta smell this. Y'all gotta smell this. And I was still on the phone with Miss Julie, and she was like, yeah, that Trussardi is so good. And they were blown away by this fragrance. They were blown away by this fragrance. So if you're the type of guy like my boy Clayton out there who don't like to spend a whole lot of money on fragrances, Clayton, this is not $12, but I assure you it's worth the little extra money that you're gonna pay for it. Strong, it lasts all day, it does what it's supposed to do. It's just a sweet, masculine, but easy to wear, a little bit bright in the opening, but dries down to a nice, masculine, it just has that something extra about it that just, man, I love it. I could wear this every day. I could wear this every day. Honestly, I see myself going through 3 or 4 bottles of this fragrance. I love it. Absolutely love it. And the price point on it is amazing. Can be had under 30 bucks. Trussardi's Reflecto. Man, oh man. Thank you all again for sitting through this video with me. Again, this is a beautiful fragrance. Be careful on your, oh, that smells so good. Definitely high quality juice right there, but be careful on the price point on that one. Again, I saw a 6.7 ounce bottle of it for $100 and something. I want to say it was Fragrance Net that had the 3.4 ounce 100 ml for $70. Is it worth that? Yes, it is. It is, but that would put it a little bit out of this range, which is why it was a honorable mention. But nonetheless, it's a beautiful fragrance, as this room now is filled with Reflecto. Beautiful fragrance. I absolutely love it. But anyway, guys, thank you all for sitting through this video with me. I appreciate it. Really do. Always feel free to be active in the comments section. Tell me about your experience with any of these fragrances if you have any. If you've purchased any of these recently, let me know. If you purchased any of these because you saw this video, also be sure to let me know. Those are the type of things I need to know. Those are the type of things that we want to discuss in the comment section. Also, again, you know the routine, you know the drill. I got to get off, thumbnail it, edit it so I can get it out to you. And again, man, thank you all for returning to the scene of the crime. It really means a lot to me. You already know I love you all, and God bless you all. Until next time, guys, peace.